Hello. I'm just my water well was full all the way to the top here, all the way at the top. Okay, and I took this plug out. Okay, this plug. You gotta have an Allen wrench type of a bolt, a socket, and it goes into this plug. Some of them have a different kind of plug, but this one has. You just gotta take the plug out, and then I tried using this pump, but this pump was too big on the end, right there, and it would not go into the hole where this plug was at. Okay, so I remembered how I used to siphon gas when I didn't have no gas for my lawnmower when I was a kid. I used to siphon gas to get some lawnmower gas. And I'm going to show you how, since I could not use this pump, I went by the old school way of siphoning gas and decided to siphon water. And I already siphoned some right there in the bucket. And I want to show you how it's done. It's not that hard. I wasted money on the siphoning. See this hose? It's like a water hose. You can use it to siphon gas, but you can also use it to siphon water. So what I did, see, here's the hole right there, top. I wanted to get it to where it's a third. I want to get it to where it's a third from the tank needs to be full to 1/3. Okay, but it was full all the way to the top. So I want to put the water hose down to where it's like 1/3, 2/3 of the water. This tank needs to be about 2/3 water full. Okay, so here it is. What you do is, okay, I'm gonna put it in my mouth. Okay, I'm gonna put this hose in my mouth, and I'm gonna suck on it, and it's gonna bring water out, and it's gonna keep flowing. Watch this. See, I sucked on it and let go, and the water's coming out. And that's all you have to do. And then what I do after I get the water down to where I want it to be, what I do is I take off this valve right here, okay, and I put one of those valve, those little fittings that goes on what you use like an air nipple on the air tank, okay, that you use, and then you can fit. You take the air hose and hook it right onto that nipple, and it goes into that valve. I take this bolt off, okay, with a pair of pliers, okay, and I take another bolt and take this gauge off of this little nut, okay, and then I put that nipple on that goes with the air for air compressors, and then I just hook up the air compressor to that nipple, and then I put a certain amount of air in it, and then the air helps the tank, the water pressure, the water to work better. The air helps the water, the air helps the water pressure it helps the regulator to work I would say properly. And if it has too much water, the regulator will not work right, and the regulator will turn the water pump on too often, and it will end up burning up the switch. So in order to keep your switch from being burned up, and in order to keep that switch from being burned up, you got to have a certain amount of water in there, and you can't have too much water. So that's the reason. So once I get all that water out, I'll be able to put the air in this tank, and it will work properly. And I have done this several times before, you know, and it works. So that's just the way it is. So if you have this problem, it may help you. All right, signing off.